Okay, tol. Okay. So, kakagaling ko lang sa sinehan. Nanood ako ng Sonic 2. In-enjoy ko siya. Nagpakita ng Hulkbuster. Kaya, sorry sa mga lack of content between last weekend. Last weekend kasi nagtrabaho ako. So, hindi ko na-review ang X-Deal 2. At di ko pa... Ay, X-Deal 2 ba? Ano ba last week? Ano ba palabas last week? Nakalimutan ko. X-Deal 2 ba last week? Ay, hindi. May review pala akong X-Deal 2. Ay, hindi. Island of Desire. Island of Desire yung wala akong ano. Wala pa akong review. At dahil magsa-Santa Cena ako this Saturday, kaya bumili akong damit pang Santa Cena. Hindi ko pwede i-review yung Iskandalo episode 1 kasi kailangan natin magmalinis. So, at ang bagal ng content distribution ng Dissidia ngayon. So, bukas pa yung event. So, ngayon, bumawi ako sa weekend ko. Wala akong weekend talaga last week. Hindi ko napalabas yung review ko ng Island of Desire. Pero di ko alam kung re-review ko pa yung Island of Desire kasi ang pangit ng pelikula na yun. So, during this weekend, parang libreng-libre na ako. Nagawa ko na yung MacLoad, correction na lang sa trabaho ko. Ah, ano na lang tayo? Magbibigay na lang ako ng mga opinion dito sa nilalaro ko sa Nintendo Switch, yung triangle strategy. So, yeah, magano tayo, character review for triangle strategy. So, let's get into it by saying na I think triangle strategy is the spiritual successor of FF Tactics. Yes, this is beating a dead horse in terms of uh, being a review. Kaya nga ginawa ko na to sa Filipino language. And ang gagawin ko dito, ang approach ko ata dito is I have shared this screenshots during my playthrough. And ngayon, nasa part na ako ng true ending, yung na-split sina Serenova into 3 different groups ata. 3 different groups yun eh. So, yung 3 different groups na yun, si Benedict, si Roland, saka si Federica. So, ano bang mapapala natin sa Triangle Strategy? Well, maganda yung gameplay niya, maganda yung design niya sa HD 2D, and I think I'm more comfortable with this type of RPG kaysa mag-settle ako sa Elden Ring o pilitin ko paanda rin ang Stranger of Paradise dito sa PC ko kasi lintik na graphics requirement yan. Ayun. So, yeah, let's talk about Triangle Strategy on this video. So, before anything else, leave like, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Share the video for my Triangle Strategy review. And I think we will also delve into the politics of Triangle Strategy around sa dulo ng video na to. And we will discuss the decisions made by Benedict, Roland, and Federica. And I do have some hot takes sa mga decision nila sa buhay nila. Okay? So, medyo malakas yung music. Okay, so let's get into it sa mga characters. Okay, so first of all, we got Anna. So si Anna is parang assassin type siya. Ayun ang job description niya, assassin. Ang kanyang ginagawa is nagtatago siya with take cover, and she can act twice, and she can throw poison. And kung hindi siya gumalaw sa position niya, pwede siya mag-restore ng HP. So, base dito sa screenshot ito, and on my progression, hindi ko pa siya napopromote. And I must say, na-enjoy ko gamitin si Anna during my playthrough. Lagi siyang nasa party ko, basta flat yung ground. So, may height differential dito. Parang counted yung height in terms of gameplay dito. And if I'm going to be honest, I like Anna. I invested in her even on late game. And take note, I am playing this around in normal difficulty. And and I went straight ahead to the true ending, which is the Serenova path. At si Anna, yes, pag flat yung ground, like yung may fountain ng Glenbrook, I'm always using her because of her act twice. On the instance na hindi ko gagamitin si Ana is on yung mga mock battles na may turn limit because she acts twice. And that means she wastes 2 turns. Na dapat kasi, di ba, i-patient ka na abusin mo yung mga kalaban in a certain amount of turns. So, that's where I refrain from using Ana. Baka pag nag-new game plus ako, magbago isip ko sa kanya kasi parang sinasabi ng mga marami, nag-fall up daw si Ana in new game plus mode. So, that is something that is left to be known. So, Ana, yeah, one of my favorite units in the game. Next is Benedict. So, sa simula, si Benedict, hindi ko siya ginagamit. He can fortify, he can buff yung attack mo, and that's it. Parang yun yung gawain niya early game. And then, he leveled up. And then, he can use turn manipulation. And then, that's where I really value the Benedict late game kasi his turn manipulation is very, very good. I can use now, yung skill na to now, just to turn manipulate, just to enact Maxwell. Spoilers, meron akong Maxwell to have an instant turn, and then while on the enemy, I can give Serenova a 2-fold turn with Benedict's ability. And I think late game is where Benedict prospers. And he is also tanky. Parang kay Erador, kay Benedict, silang dalawa yung pinafront ko. Kasama si Lionel. And, ayun. Ang ayoko lang kay Benedict, medyo Machiavellian siya. Pero let's just discuss that in the politics portion of the video. And, yeah. And I like Benedict's gameplay is a buff bot. He gives turn manipulation to the point na promote ko yung weapon niya. So, meron akong weapon skill niya, which gives invincibility to his nearby allies. So, that is a very, very good weapon skill for me. And, yeah, promote ko rin yung final level niya, may 5 TP. Kung saan meron siyang 5 technical points. Next character to discuss is Federica. Early game, I like her, but once late game, her damage kind of scaled off a bit. Hindi ko na one-shot yung mga kalaban, yung mga mobs. But, yeah, purposely, mainly I use like Federica mainly for the farming stage. Tulad ng Conquer the Arena, mock battle. Kasi yung kanyang weapon skill, yung Sunfall, which is a tactical nuke, to be honest, napakalakas. And give her the right quietus and the right accessories that ups her damage. She can deal loads and loads of damage at a given amount of time. It's a shame na yung late game parang bumaba yung damage. The enemies get more tankier. And yung kanyang weapon skill has charge time, and I'm not a fan of charge time weapon skills. That's why kung ginagamit ko si Federica, mapipilitan akong gumamit ng quietus para yun na lang para instant ma-charge yung kanyang Sunfall skill. But I like Federica. I promoted her and her weapon. Obviously, I promoted her weapon. She's a good farming unit. She's a mid to late game farming unit because yung early game you have another wizard. So, Yuyet, yes, I like Yuyet, but I think her advantage over this certain archer is alright. She has more mobility. I like her shadow stitching arrow kung saan parang may immobilization siya, meron siyang crowd control. And I like archers generally in the game kasi if they get high enough, they have unlimited vision. And they can just snipe opponents off the map. So, meron instance na parang may natirang archer sa taas ng bundok at namatay lahat yung units ko pero Sumusugod yung mga kalaban, si Yuet nasa taas, di nila maabutan, at pinanan lang niya na pinanan hanggang sa matapos yung laban. So I like that. I think Fell Swoop is a crappy skill for her kasi melee lang to. And I mainly use Shadow Stitching Arrow for her, like what? For crowd control purposes. Her weapon skill di ko pa na-unlock. I still have her at the second tier and I still don't have her best weapon unlocked. But yeah, I like you yet, but we'll get to someone else in terms of my favorite archer in the game. Okay, Corentin. Corentin is the ice equivalent to Federica. So Federica focuses more on damage. Corentin focuses more on utility. He has icy breath which freezes the field. At pag pinatong mo ng Scorch ni Federica, extra damage sa kalaban. He has Frozy Feathers which gives silence. He has Wall of Ice which blocks up enemy movement kasi magkakaroon ng pader ng yelo. And Shield of Ice, Icy Tomb, I never use those two skills but I think they're also utility. So, Corentin is a like all ice mages na alam ko sa mga ibang laro. Ice is more of a utility kaysa damage. I mean, di ba sa FF14, kung ice stance mo, it's more mana regeneration. It's like the same thing, I think, for Corentin. I'm still double taking if I should promote Corentin or not. So, yeah. Obviously, dahil may Corentin ako, wala ako nung kabila. Pero discuss natin yun, yung mga nawawala akong unit after nito. And maybe before the politics of triangle strategy. So, yeah. Corentin, very, very good unit. I'm not sure if I can promote him. I haven't also seen his weapon skill yet. So, yeah. Very, very nice unit for me. Okay, so when it comes to archers, Archibald is like my favorite. He has, yung sinabi ko kay Federica, na meron siya unlimited na may vision. His vision is superb. At lalo na pag nasa taas siya ng torre or he has the highest peak possible. So basically I just partner him up with Jens, and then Archibar will climb up a ladder and snipe enemies. Lapit yung yung mga kalaban. Archibar will do the sniping. The only problem is kung anong lakas niya, wala siyang mobility. That's why I gave him the movement bangle and a speed ring. He is super slow. Yeah, I think he's super slow. And he has a movement of 4. And that's with a movement bangle. And, yeah, more likely I will promote him to tier 3. And I will have his weapon, Bow of Serenity, the 3rd unlock. But I don't think he needs his weapon skill kasi charge yun. So I'm double taking on that. I do have his Sticky Arrow which is an instant turn. So he has a free turn after using this and that lowers enemy's evasion. And that is kinda okay. But still he is an archer so he has the best accuracy. Also, Archibar is he's my favorite archer in the game. I like him. He is a glass cannon though. He has a low physical defense, low magic defense, so he needs a tank to work. But if you get him high enough, defense wouldn't matter if he can't be reached. Or before the enemy goes to his position, they're already dead. Yeah, that's why I like this guy. He reminds me of the End sa Metal Gear Solid. Okay, next is my main healer, Gila. So, yeah, since I went through yung real ending, yung true ending. So, si Gila lang yung pinocus ko na healer along with Medina. So, I don't have Cordelia. And Gila, from start to my progress in the true ending, di ko pa tapos yung laro, doon pa ako sa 3 regiments. I have Gila consistently on my party just for the sake of healing. So, lalapit ako, lalo na kay Roland na napakalambot, heal. Every turn she heals. And yeah, I think that's possibly it. She's the most one-dimensional healer. She does have haste. And ano ba yung sabi ng mga tao na hindi maganda yung haste? I think I still use haste a lot. I never felt its dramatic effects, so I think it has a point. But I still use haste for that cheeky extra experience in case na puno pa yung mga HP ng mga kakampi mo. But yeah, Gila, I think she is one of the last persons that I promoted to tier 2. I'm not sure if I will promote her to tier 3 and have her weapon skill unlocked. And that's how I value Gila more as a heal. So I don't think a weapon skill, her weapon skill, I don't think a tier 3 promotion is good. But I heard her weapon skill gives revive. So maybe I'll promote her weapon and not a tier. Maybe. But if it's 5 TP, so maybe I'll just promote her. But then again, yeah, she's a healer. Next is my favorite tank, Erador. So, similar to Benedict, Erador kinda is so is like a log. Parang ano lang siya, poste lang siya nung early game. And then he had a counter attack. And after that, I give him a quietus, fleet movement. He goes middle of the battle. He's in the thick of it. And he just counters and counters every melee that he is given. Provoke to force the mages to melee him. I like this guy. He helped me beat Talas and Erica in the Battle of the Big Bridge. And I like this guy na promote ko siya to tier 3 and I still don't I think I don't have his weapon skill unlocked. So I have him at tier 3 na. And I think I will get his weapon skill, which gives him ultimate tanking utility. He has steel back, so if you get backstab, he takes less damage from it. Overall, I like Erador. The counter made me invest on him. Next is Medina, which is the best healer in the game, bar none. Kung siya ay gagamit ng healing items, she also give technical points, which is like the mana dito sa mga skills mo. So yeah, I like Medina. She reminds me of Tressa sa Octopath Traveler. Kamukha pa nga niya. And she has Alvin's job as apothecary. And yeah, double items. She gets expensive though, so I would suggest farm money for so you can buy her some items. And then yeah, throw TV. I still have her at tier 2 with a tier 2 weapon. Currently, as I've said, these are my screenshots early game, so I still have her at tier 2 and her tier 2 weapon currently. I'm not sure if I should tier 3 her because double items is already enough for me, and TP's physic is very very good. She is like the best healer, best battery in the game, and I think the experts of the game has proven she's worth it. Next is Narb, which is my early game farmer, and he is the jack of all trades mage, and he has an access of wind, he has healing, he has ice, he has lightning, he has fierce defense, and he has fire. And yeah, since he is the jack of all trade mages, hindi siya master of mages, so he deals bit of less damage than Federica. He has less utility than Corentin, less and whatever Azana gives, but at least the fierce defense helps a lot. For me, I see Narv in late game like a nuisance, but in early game he was very very good because of his whirlwind, and yeah, he's my farmer in the close quarter combat mock battle. I'm not sure if I will tier 3 him maybe later if I play the game continuously. So yeah, I'm not sure if I would tier 3, give him a tier 3 early on both weapon and jobs. Next is Serenova. I instantly tier 3 his weapon after I got the Azure Crystal on the Roselian village. But I don't have his weapon skill, so because I don't think the weapon skill is really that important, I just tier 3 the weapon for the extra damage because, yeah, that's what he does, damage. He has a counter attack, counter stance, which counter attacks physical damage. I'm not sure what Pursuit stance does, but he also has strength in numbers na pag may kasama siya, mas malakas siya. And yeah, he has a utility in delaying strike, which delays opponents, delays the enemy, and Hawk Dive, which gives him mid-range capabilities. So he's an all-rounder damage dealer. He is the next Ramza. Tier 3 also his job. Tier 3 his weapon. Very, very nice investment. You will not regret investing on Serenova. Roland, on the other hand, I invested in him. I have his weapon tier 3, but I'm not sure if I will tier 3 his class. He is so squishy. Oh my god. What in the H? He has decent damage. He is mid-range. He has mobility in rush. And I clutch that yung parang mapa doon na kailangan may reach yung dulo. Ni-rush ko yun. Kinas ko yung rush. And instantly, tumapak siya doon sa square na kailangan. Yeah. But he is so squishy. He has good... He barely survives. He always gets healed. At lalo na nung sa chapter 16 ba, yun yung nasa minihan ka. He is always flanked by opponents. I don't know yung AI ng kalaban, pero lagi siya unang target. Yan, nakakabisit to. Kaya nga, sinuko ko na lang si Roland sa triangle strategy para lang wala siya sa party. Pero bumalik Walang yang prinsipe to. Julio, he was my main TP battery up before Medina got TP physic. But I think that's like about it. Ang gusto ko lang kay Julio is itabi mo siya kay Ezana, kay Narv, kay Federica para meron instant technical points or mana yung mages natin so they can damage consistently. He also gains TP by killing opponents. And yeah, he has TP barrier. I think if the higher the TP, the less damage he gets. Overall, he's an average unit. I wouldn't slot him unless necessary. Unless you're running him with a caster. Or if you're running him with Jens para consistent yung trapping niya. That's all I can say for Julio. Hosabara. I like her early game, but her healing capabilities are kind of bit off with deprived. I don't see much value of her. I see her as a fodder, lalo na nung hinati yung party ko sa tatlo. I just put Osabara. She's the bartender of the group, so I wouldn't be investing on her. Maybe if I invested on more important units. Yeah. It's obviously I did not use her much. Her damage is quite not there. Even if I already tier 2 the weapon, her damage isn't there. I have already leveled her up. I think she is more of a support, but I expect her to be like a tank. Tulad kasi kamukha pa niya si Ilawi ng League of Legends. Kaso hindi, malambot rin siya I think meron lang siya mobility. She's yung mobile healer mo. Yeah. She does have desperate defense though, na pag mababa yung buhay mo, mas lalo kang kukunat. I think that's it I can say for Hosabara. Okay, Ezana. My shaman, yung nilaro ko sa demo, malakas, pero damn. I think yung problema sa I think yung problema sa kay Ezana is she has high TP with meron siyang charging skill, yung weapon skill niya na AoE, which is yung parang thunderstorm sa Dota 2. And yeah, di ko siya pinipair na kasama si Federica kasi nagbibigay siya ng ulan as apoy si Federica. Ang pinipair ko sa kanya si Julio kasi mas malakas si Corentin Kasi mas malakas yung icy current pag may ulan. And yeah, as Nana is like utility rin kasi meron paralyze yung Rite of Lightning niya. Although mas malakas yung Rite of Lightning pag may ulan kasi kumakalat yung Thunder Shock. She is a niche mage. She can be useful in certain situations, but I wouldn't use her as much as Federica or Corentin. I mean, it's my playstyle. It's just that. My playstyle. Okay, so next is Maxwell. Yes, I grinded morality and liberty just to get him on my first playthrough. So I got Maxwell, meron rin ako Ablora. We can talk to Ablora later. I have Maxwell. And took me a while before, yeah. Kala ko hindi ko siya mamukuha kasi ayaw nyo lumabas, pero chapter 15 pa pala siya lalabas. And I like him. I think he is worth the hype. He has counter stance. He has 2 birds, 1 stone. If you level him long enough, he has revive. So if you equip him with a resurrection stone, tapos mayroon siyang revive. Yeah, a resurrection earring, yeah. He has 2 lives. And I think New Game Plus, you'll get an extra resurrection ring. So, yes. 4 lives. Original life, revive, and then the 2 rings. He's the immortal man. You're not afraid to insert him into the thick of battle kasi nga immortal siya. And yeah, I like the character. I think nerf lang siya kasi NPC version niya masyadong malakas. And yeah, instant promotion ko siya. Ginawa ko siyang tier 5 agad. And I also unlocked Gungnir 3 once yung upgrade materials ay available kay Lionel. So, all I can say, very very good unit. I like Max. I like him. I like yung mga parang legendary unit sa mga tactics games. Like give me for example Thunder God Sid. Yun. So, Thunder God Sid, yung mga ganong characters, mga hidden gems. That's what, yeah. So, yeah, he is a Divine Spear now. He is tier 3 on job. He is tier 3 on weapons on my playthrough. Obviously, this is an outdated, screenshot. Hey, but what else? But there's nothing more that I can say about Maxwell. He's really really good. He's really really viable, and he is, I say, yeah. I think there are some people that say he isn't that good, but I digress. He has counter attack. He's mid range. And he has that awesome jump ability. On his weapon skill. Best animation in the game for me. Unless you count that, unless I found something else on my playthrough. So yeah, very very nice Maxwell. I think once I recruited him, he's always on the spot. On my party spot, and he has also nice mobility. Okay, time to talk about the shittiest character that I've ever known. Raquel, level 22, tier 1 weapon, tier 2 job. I don't know what the devs are thinking. I can't use this girl except for decoy. I think decoy is very useful. Kaya nilagay ko siya sa Benedict's Regiment. Kasi meron kang Benedict na tangke, meron kang Lionel na tangke, meron kang Erador na tangke. Healer ko siya sa Bara, Buitsit. At meron akong yung decoy na, yeah, tangke rin. Squishy tank, pero diversion kasi ang niya, ang kanyang role, kaya ayun. I have nothing more to say about Picoleta. She is my very, 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 very last unit to promote kung sakali. Now, if we're talking about cheese, this man right here, late game is one of the most valuable persons that I have ever known. Yumaman ako sa larong ito dahil sa kanya. Treasure and HP. He heals when he picks up a treasure, a spoil. Lucky find. He gets extra money when he picks up a spoil. He can charm enemies. He can bribe enemies with inciting whispers so they can fight alongside you and then you kill them. Ruffle feathers. He makes mages weak, vulnerable, because they won't cast any spells. He ruffles feathers. He casts the status fury. He is my debuffer. And his weapon skill, very very good. But as long as you're rich at nakapag-farm ka ng pera, his weapon skill is good. It's 100% temptation, where the area na kinas mo yung weapon skill mo at a cost of a money will be fighting alongside you until the debuff wears off. For me, this is an investment. Lionel is a very good investment. Well, speaking of mobility, I think Milo is the best, is the most mobile of them all. And yeah, I like her. Ang problema ko lang kay Milo is her fucking accuracy. So, hindi siya masyadong accurate na to the point na parang nakailan niya. Ito naman 27 yung accuracy ko sa kanya pero lagi siyang pumapalya. Lalo na nung ginamit ko siya sa minahan. Dapat i-deploy nyo to sa minahan, guys, ha. Sa minahan, yung may mga bomba na isa-set off, kailangan walang ano. Gamitin nyo high jump ni Milo, instant punta kayo dun sa may bomba, siya yung taga-defuse nyo. Siya yung ginamit ko sa minahan, chapter 16, she is the one that defuse all my bombs. Very, very nice late game unit. At ang sexy pa niya. Okay, so before we discuss yung mga units na wala dito, kasi wala pa akong screenshot, meron akong Groma. Groma is yung love interest ni Archibald. Pero si Archibald lang may gusto sa kanya. Si Groma, walang gusto kay Archibald. Groma is a former A-Frosty general. So, yeah. I think yung evade niya is very, very soft. But she has the speed. Maganda yung mobility niya. So, no accessories, no movement bangle. Her movement is 5. Very, very nice. At yung kanyang at yung weapon skill niya is Shoryuken. But I'm not sure if I will invest on her. Tingin ko medyo father lang siya sa grupo. And yeah. I think let's go through the other characters. Shall we? Yan yung mga characters meron ako. Kakakuha ko lang kay Ablora kanina, pero since wala siya sa first party ko, which is kay Benedict, pero andun siya kay Federica, wala akong screenshot, pero I'm looking forward to playing Ablora in her campaign in Federica's regimen. Yeah. So, on to the next part of our video. Okay, so this is the next portion, yung mga characters na hindi ko pa napag-usapan. First of all, meron akong Jens. Wala lang akong screenshot niya, pero di ko na-publish. Pero Jens, depende sa mapa, malakas to si Jens. Lalo na pag mataas yung lugar. Tapos may taga-battery ka tulad ni Julio. So si Yen, yeah, yung kanyang trap masayang gamitin. Meron siyang ladder para sa mga archers. And Jens, hindi siya damage dealer, guys. Marami nagsasabing pangit na character to, pero tingin ko dapat hindi lang siya ginagamit maigi. Kasi he works with people. Okay? He works with a certain people so he can be good. He's good with tanks kasi sa spring trap niya. He's very good with archers because ladder and spring trap, the spring traps will keep the enemies away from the archer. That's how you use Jens. Para siya yung playmaker siya yung point guard ng party. Okay, off to the character na hindi ko pa nakukuha. Rudolph, yes. Kasi pinili ko si Corentin. So, pinili ko si Corentin kaya wala akong Rudolph. Rudolph is Archer daw. So, if I second playthrough, di ko nga alam anong path pipiliin ko, but we'll talk to that. Yeah. Wala akong Cordelia. Pero sa tingin ko kasi late comer to si Cordelia. Healer din siya. Pero dahil na-develop ko na si Gila, di ko alam kung kailangan ko kunin si Cordelia. And then we got Travis saka si Trish. Travis, Trish, meron kasi nung side quest sa chapter 11, pipili ka kung susuko mo yung Roselle o i-defend mo yung Roselle. Kung susuko mo yung Roselle, babalik ka sa village ng Roselle in chapter 17 ba yun? Chapter 15, then you will recruit Travis. Kung dinepend mo yung Roselle, makukuha mo si Trish. Sabi nila, parehong mahina daw itong dalawa na to. But if you want another Archer stereotype, baka unahin ko si Trish. Siguro, baka unahin ko si Trish. Ablora meron na ako, wala lang screenshot. Okay, mga di ko pa nakukuha. Si Flanagan, ayaw, di ko alam. Mababa siguro utility ko. Ata. Kahit puro utility yung choices ng Golden Route. Pero di siya nagpapakita to si Flanagan. Flanagan is another tank. He is a range tank unit. Pero meron siyang skill who takes more range damage. Basta mag-erador kayo kung gusto nyo yung tank. Decimal is yung calculator ng triangle strategy daw. Pero it's not the broken calculator kind. I think medyo balance naman yung calculator dito. And it's what you get when you get max morality. Giovanna, sabi nila pangit daw to. This is the Geomancer ng group you get with max liberty. At yung kung gusto niyo talaga ng sa mga max, we suggest to max out utility sa mga choices. So you get Quahog, which is the time mage ng ng triangle strategy, and as a time mage siya yung marami nagsasabi siya yung OP dito kasi meron siyang time compression, meron siyang rewind time yung sa Fire Emblem pag nagkamali ka pwede mo ibalik yung yung back after one turn mechanic. So yeah, ito yung sinisikap ko ngayon after ko makuha si Maxwell. So, after ko ma-farm yung 750, 1050 utility ni Maxwell, lahat ng choices ko puro utility na para lang makuha si Quahog. Kaso, di pa siya nagpapakita eh. Ayun lang. Di siya ayaw niya magpakita. Okay. So, may playthrough further. So, am I on 18S1? Di naman. Di man ako, nasa 18S1 ako, di ba? Yun, nasa 18S1 na ako. Then 18S2 is ito yung kay Roland. Yeah. Then ito yung kay Federica. Basically, ito malalakas nilagay ko yung Federica. Ito may Ablora, may Archibald, may Maxwell. So, siguro after chapter 18, chapter 19 ko pa makukuha lahat. At dito ko pa sila matatrain lahat. So, sana may Quahog na dito. Please! Quahog! Minsan lang. Magpakita ka na. Magpakita ka na, please. Lang niya, wala pa akong Quahog. Ayan. Okay, so nandito tayo sa Wikipedia. Teka, zoom out ko lang para kita natin. Okay. Pag-usapan natin yung mga different choices. Obviously, kinuha ko yung Serenova path. yung last. Pero let's see. If Serenova chooses Roland's plan, Federica abandons the party. They work together with Hyzant. Serenova and Roland are able to conquer Espros, kill Ghost Adult, and their grandfather Svarog, unifying Norzilia under Hyzant's banner. This is a stupid decision kay Roland. Di ko magets bakit gusto niyang isuko yung kingdom sa Hyzant kung saan ang Hyzant ay mga racist, hypocrites, na ginagamit ang salita ng Diyos para makuha yung benefit nila. Di ba na-realize ni Roland doon pas doon niya isusuko? So, yeah, Roland's plan, very, very stupid. Second is Benedict's plan. Roland abandons the party. So, makipagtulungan sila sa Espros para talunin yung Hyzant, expose their religion as false. Yeah, so this is more on Benedict's Machiavellian efforts. So, Machiavellian, the Prince, uso yun sa Pilipinas ngayon. Yeah, this is para sa akin, hindi rin maganda tong decision na to. Kasi makipagtulungan ka sa Espros, which is practically the villains of the story. So, I don't know. Ang ano kasi ni Benedict, and justifies the means. Okay? Federica's plan naman, Benedict abandons the party. Hindi kasi naniniwala si Benedict na totoo yung Centralia. Okay? So, yeah. Serenova and Federica led a raid into Hyzant, instigated a slave revolt. Serenova then leads the Roselias to Norzelia's southern edge to enter Centralia, but Idor and his forces pursue them. Ang nangyari dito, si Benedict sasali kay Gustavo. Pero, yeah. So, may kudeta, si Benedict ayaw niya kay Serenova na. But, morally speaking, di ko gets ba't ayaw ni Benedict sa decision na to, other than meet lang yung Centralia. There's no reason why he would hate on Federica other than that. And I think it is proven na tama yung sinasabi na natin ni Federica sa storya. So, if you're not gonna get the true ending, I suggest go to Federica's plan first. And then, maybe Benedict. And then Roland. Roland, tanga. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my triangle strategy experience. Thank you for watching. Lunes na. Biglang ganun na lang yung weekend, no? Bilis. And bukas is cloudy with a chance of meteors. This is Paya Fantasy Opera. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.